The video you're watching right now, AI decided to show it to you. And the route that you took this morning, well, Waze, Google Maps, AI picked it. And the last time your employees used ChatGPT to draft a client email, AI wrote your company's message. If you're a business owner or executive in the Philippines and your honest answer to, are you using AI, is hindi pa, well, you're probably wrong. I'm Jerry Ilaw, the co-founder of Tarki and Otoma and the founding president of the Philippine AI Business Association, giving you practical advice for implementing AI to your company. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 types of AI that are probably already running inside your business, as in right now, as we speak. And for each type, I will show you where it's hiding, and I'll give you a specific action you can take this week to start using it strategically. And the third type, well, that gives you the biggest opportunity right now if you handle it right. But before we get to the 3 types, let me quickly explain what AI actually is. Because the way most people understand it, well, kulang. And that incomplete understanding is exactly what leads to bad decisions. So, what is artificial intelligence? Here's the simplest definition. AI is a computer system that can learn from data and make decisions. The same way your best employee learns from experience. But there is a big difference. AI does it faster, at scale, and it never forgets. Well, that sounds simple enough. But the problem when most people hear AI, they think of one thing, ChatGPT. They think AI means that thing that writes stuff for me. Parang sinabi mong kotse pero steering wheel lang yung kilala mo. And you're looking at one part and missing the whole machine. That's why I want to share the 3 types of AI to help you understand it better. So let's talk about the first type, AI that predicts. And it's been probably working inside your business tools for years. Remember the Waze route from earlier? Waze processes real-time data from millions of drivers, traffic speed, accidents, road closures, and it predicts the fastest route for you. Every time it reroutes you around a traffic jam, well, that's prediction AI, making a decision faster than any human could. And your banking apps work the same way. They use AI to learn normal transaction patterns, what time, how much, where you log in, and flag anything suspicious. Pero you might say, Jerry, ang dami pa ring na-scam ng banking apps, di ba? Well, fair point. But here's the thing. Without prediction AI, it would be much worse. Banking apps processes millions of transactions every day, and no human team can monitor all of those in real time. The AI catches the majority of threats before they reach you. It's just that the ones that slip through makes the news. And that's actually an important business lesson. Yes, AI is powerful, but it's not perfect. It needs to be part of a system, not the whole system. So the fraud detection is just one application of AI. Prediction AI is also used for demand forecasting. That's how many units should we stock next month, inventory optimization, and even HR attrition models that flag which employees might be about to resign. So here's your action for the first type this week. Have a conversation with your software vendors, your POS vendor, your ERP system, your accounting software, or your CRM. Ask them one question. Does your system have AI or machine learning features that we're not currently using? And you'll be surprised. Many Philippine businesses are already paying for AI-powered features like demand forecasting, anomaly detection, predictive analytics, and they're never turned them on. So you might be paying for it, make sure na magamit mo. And if your current tools don't have these features, well, that's an equally important conversation. AI can drastically improve how your supply chain, your inventory, and your risk management work. Talk to your suppliers. Ask what's available because your competitors might already be using AI-powered systems. Now, predicting AI is one thing, but there's the second type of AI that doesn't just watch. It actively shapes what your customers see and buy. And you've experienced it yourself, probably just today. So open Netflix tonight. Your homepage will be completely different from your spouse's. Different shows, different order, even different thumbnail images for the same show. Netflix reportedly changes the artwork depending on what it thinks will make you click. And that's the second type of AI, the recommendation AI. So it watches what you browse, what you click, how long you watch, and it builds a profile. Then it serves you more of what it thinks you'll watch. YouTube does the same thing. The reason this video appeared in your feed or in your search results, well, that's YouTube AI deciding you'll find it relevant. Kaya nandito ka ngayon. AI ang nagdala sa'yo dito. Now, here's where it gets interesting for your business. This same recommendation logic is not just for Netflix or YouTube. You can use it too. And let me give you 3 practical examples. The first one, if you sell online, whether that's Shopee, Lazada, or your own website, most e-commerce platforms already have recommended products or customers also bought features built in. That's recommendation AI. If it's turned off or not configured properly, sayang, you're leaving money on the table. So enable it and then test it. The second one is if you use email marketing tools like MailChimp or similar platforms, many of them now have AI that segments your customers automatically. It decides which customers get which message and at what time based on their past behavior. So you don't need a data scientist for that. That tool does it for you. And in fact, we've developed an AI-first CRM software that does just that. So if you don't have any CRM yet, we'll link in the description below. And number 3, and this is the most powerful, if you have loyalty programs or a CRM with purchase history, well, recommendation AI can personalize your offers. So instead of blasting the same promo to everyone, the AI suggests this customer always buys coffee, so it sends them the coffee bundle deal. And this one buys office supplies, so it sends them the bulk discount. Different customers, different offers, and more personalized offers, so you get higher conversion. So here's your action step for type 2. Check your e-commerce, email marketing, and CRM tools for recommendation features you're not using. Hindi mo kailangan gumawa ng sarili mong AI para dito. The tools you're already paying for probably have it built in. So ask your marketing team this week, are we using the AI features in our email tool, our e-commerce platform, our CRM? And if the answer is no, start using it this week. So far, we've covered the AI that predicts and the AI that recommends. Both have been running quietly in the background for years. But the third type is different. This one is loud, it's fast, and it's the one your employees are already using. And this is where it gets risky, but also where the biggest opportunity is. So the third type of AI is AI that creates. You know, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Midjourney, these tools can write reports, draft emails, create presentations, generate images, and even write code. If you want to understand these more deeply, I have a video called What is Generative AI that goes into detail. I'll link it in the description below. But for now, here's what you need to know as a business leader. This type of AI is already inside your company, whether you approved it or not. Because based on available reports, roughly 83% of Filipinos use their own personal accounts to access free AI tools like ChatGPT for work. And 57% of them are putting sensitive company data into these AI tools. So this is called shadow AI. Employees using AI tools without the company's knowledge or permission. Hindi ito masamang intention. Well, they're just trying to work faster. But they don't realize that some of these tools may store what you type, and in some cases, that data could be used to train the AI model. So here's your action step for type 3, and this is the most urgent one. Well, don't ban AI that doesn't work. Instead, create a one-page AI use policy. It could just be 3 rules: what tools are approved, what data is off limits, and who to ask in case they are unsure. One page, and I've seen companies draft this in one Monday meeting. In fact, I have a separate video that walks you through exactly how to create this one-page policy. I'll link it in the description below. So, let me ask you something and be honest. You now know the 3 types of AI. AI that predicts, AI that recommends, and AI that creates. Do you know which tools your employees are using right now? Do you know which AI features you're paying for but not using? And do you know if anyone on your team is using ChatGPT with company data? Well, kung isa man dyan ang hindi mo masagot, that will be your starting point. So here's what I want you to remember from this video. AI is any system that learns from data to predict, recommend, or create. And all 3 types are already in your business. Kung hindi mo alam kung saan, hindi mo rin magagamit and hindi mo rin mapoprotektahan. Now, if the 3rd type, AI that creates, got your attention, well, you're not alone. That's the one causing the most disruption in Philippine businesses right now. And I've created a separate video that breaks down exactly how it works. So click this video to learn more. Again, I'm Jerry Ilaw, the co-founder of Darky and Automa, and the founding president of the Philippine AI Business Association, reminding you that AI is not coming to your business. It's already there, and your job is to take control of it. See you in the next video.